Lunch break. Welcome to another edition of Lunch Break at Work. Yes, you've heard it. Second episode is today. We are going to be doing well, if you've seen from the title, a lemon grilled chicken. And why are you all dirty? Hold on one second. Yes, hello. Lemon grilled chicken with mashed potatoes, all in the convenience of your job. Microwave, and of course, George Foreman grill like we did last time. Bam, right there. So, if you're ready to see this, let's get it on. Let me just put you guys right there, as always, so you can see the action. Sorry about this. All right. George Foreman grill, blah, blah, blah. Let's get the ingredients, shall we? So, we got our handy dandy little cutting board. We need a knife. So, like last time, remember, green is for vegetables, red is for meat. So, let's find what we need. Bam! The knife. Yes, and of course, like I said before, most things you won't have at your job, but if you prepare it along with it and bring it to work, then you're good to go. So let's get our ingredients. Hello everybody and welcome back. So you're just tuning in. Let's find out who's on. Nobody yet. Alright. If you're just tuning in, we're going to be making a lemon grilled chicken on the George Foreman grill. That's on this part. And we're going to be making mashed potatoes. And yes, you can make mashed potatoes at your work job. Very plain and simple. Now keep in mind, yes, you do need to get these items either beforehand or during your lunch break, and you can do those, both of them. So we've got hold on. The first thing we're gonna do is create our marinade for our lemon grilled chicken. So as you can see, we have ourselves our chicken cutlet, yes, which we're gonna cut up in a few seconds. Like I said before, we're going to create our marinade for the grilled chicken. So, this is carrot onions, which is going for something else totally different. And this is our lemon. So, what you're first going to need is a bowl. So, I know, I keep seeing the word so. Why is that? I don't know. Anyway, so first thing you need is a bowl. So, here's our bowl, right? And what we're going to need to create this marinade is basically olive oil. We're going to use garlic powder, olive oil, garlic powder, a lemon, and I'll put it somewhere, lemon, and I think, salt and pepper. I did straight to it. Like I said before, we are using items that you can get at your work job. Salt and pepper. So, what we're gonna do first is pour a nice little olive oil. If I can get it open. There we go. Who's on with us? Who's on? Oh, so sad. So, pour a little bit of olive oil. Now mind you, just put as much as you want to marinate, because this is basically just going to sit there with the actual chicken that you're going to be putting in there. On top of that, we're going to also need water. So, let's grab a cup. Also available at your job. We're going to put the same amount of water that we put in this olive oil. In this bowl. What am I saying? The same amount of olive oil we put in the bowl, we're going to put the same amount of water. So there we go, right? I can smell it already, right? Right, so put that in there. Alright. Get a spoon. Hey, look! Also provided at your job. Alright, mix that a little bit. Put in some garlic powder. What was that? Okay, let's continue. Some garlic powder. Alright. Mind you, I'm gonna put this over here because last time when I put it there, it was covering. Right? Garlic powder. Right? What you do? Salt. Oh, they both say salt. Look at that. I was gonna salt it twice. Salt and pepper. Also available at your job. So let's do this. Let's put half of it. Right? And then put the whole thing of pepper. Now mind you, also when you're creating this and doing this, it is also up to your taste and to your liking. So you can modify it however way you want. Just make sure that you make the marinade for your chicken first. Because the mashed potatoes are only going to take a few minutes to actually make. That's why I'm working with the marinade first to make the lemon chicken. So, right? So what's the next thing we need for this? Obviously a lemon. Right? So let's put this on the side. And let's get our lemon. Put this over here. Okay. Now, a nice bit of lemon. And of course, we're going to need a knife for this one. Because we're going to be using this one for the meat. Oh, 2 people are on. Oh, I got messages. And I'm already dropping the phone. Look at that. Who's on with us? Hey, Alyssa. How you doing? I'm saying hi that way. What the hell's wrong with me? How you doing? Right. So we got our trusty. Ah, lemon. You know what's funny? I like and love lemons in sweets. I don't actually particularly like them in food, which is kind of odd and weird. I don't understand that why, but lemon goes a long way. And the same thing goes for lime. So let's just keep this for a second. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take half of this because once we cut the extra chicken cutlet, we're gonna make 4 pieces, which that's kind of big enough already, and we're gonna use half for 2 of them and half for the other 2. Right. So let's get our nice vegetable knife. People, please practice safety when cutting these up. What's wrong? What did you forget? You forgot to wash your hands. See? Just wash your hands. Safety for food all the time. Wash your hands first. And I'm thinking about robot chicken in my head. So let's see. Just minimize this for a second. Got 2 people watching. Hello, peoples. If you're just tuning in, let me just put it back to messages. If you're just tuning in, we are creating a lemon grilled chicken at work and mashed potatoes as well. So we're beginning with our marinade, which is sitting to the side at the moment because we're going to put this also in our marinade. And let's cut our lemon. Now mind you, I know normally you don't have these type of knives at work, but you can also use, you should have it at work, a regular knife. Yes, it may take a little bit longer, but you can do it. Unless you already come with the lemon cut, then you're good to go. So we're gonna cut this in half. There we go. Alright, just to the side. Now mind you, all type of lemons do come with seeds. So please, de-pit these. And this way, you don't have to worry about it going into your marinade. Mind you, this is live, people. Literally. So you're watching me create all these. Sorry, just thought I had a message. All these ingredients live, literally. Nothing's prepared and not prepared it while during our lunch. Now, mind you, yes, it is 3:51. Doing these things do take time, but you are able to accomplish them during your time that you get for lunch. So put the lemon. There we go. Look at those juices. Like literally, look at those juices. I love lemons. I feel like I want like a lemon meringue pie right now. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about lemon meringue pie? I know I haven't had one in ages. So as you see, we have our olive oil, our water, our black pepper, our garlic, and salt in our mix. And there we go. Hey, Titi, what's up? Yes, if you're tuning in, well, like I said, I'm going to repeat myself over and over. You see it in the title. We are creating a lemon grilled chicken at work for lunch break. Lunch. All right, this is pretty done. Wash our hands. All right. Oh, look, bubbles, bubbles. You gotta love that, right? No, none of the bubbles are touching the food, just you guys, in case you wanted to know. They will just float out here. No fun for you guys. Yes, all right. So now we've added our lemon to our marinade. You just give this a nice little stir. And as you can see, all the stuff is blending. Yeah. All right. So let's put this aside and go towards our chicken. Now, we did wash our hands already, so this is good to go. Break this open, this little bad boy. And like I said before, we're gonna cut this into 4 pieces. Because look at that, that thing's huge. Literally, this thing is huge. Excuse me. Also keep in mind that all these things you can get at a low price, depending on the store you go to. Because remember, you're only making food for yourself. Unless you're making food for other people, the individuals, please make sure you have an estimate of what you need and get it during that time. Because you only have 30 minutes to 1 hour to your lunch, depending on where you work. So, look at that. Fat. I don't have pie, I'm just saying I like pie. Look at that. Alright. So, now mind you, this is not our vegetable knife. Let's put that, oops, let's put that in there. Because we don't need it right now, we're going to use it later. Take our meat knife. I only say meat knife because apparently, you know, I like being color coordinated when I'm doing different types of food. And mind you, make sure you wash this with cold water. You don't want to cook your meat, chicken, or beef with hot water as you clean it. You know, I have to, like, once in a while. So, we got a nice little tender, juicy chicken. And I'm just going to go right in the middle. Now, this does help if you have a nice, good, sharp knife. As you can see, look, see? It's cutting right through the middle. Now, what I like to do is lift it as I'm cutting it. Because, like I said, a nice, sharp knife will give you nice, even pairs. But we're not trying to do that either. No, I'm just kidding. So, as you can see, we're almost done with the chicken. Cristian, don't say Tony! No one knows that. Just kidding. Alright, so I am going to cut this right here in half. Alright. Put that one there. And we're going to cut this one in half too. And put those there. Let's just get rid of this fat. Alright. Now, this is a nice little tender chicken. Alright. let's stop playing with our food and begin our process, right? So I am going to take this one. Right. So we're cooking our lemon grilled chicken. So before we actually put this in the marinade for these two specifically, I think we could probably just use that marinade for all 4 of them. I don't think we need to do something separate. So what are we going to do? We're gonna stick some holes in this just so that the marinade can actually seep into this chicken, right? And you can actually do that with another fork. Look, well, not another fork, but a fork from your job. Now, please keep in mind, just put enough holes just for the marinade to take. So, you know, if you're mad at someone and you're at your job, I'm just saying, you just want to think of that person and be like, was that too much? Anyway, flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. There you go. Nice enough holes. You think that's enough holes? Yeah? No. You see it? Yeah. You just want enough holes in your meat or chicken so that the marinade can actually seep through. And like I said, you can use a fork right from your job. So we're gonna take this marinade, put that in the cup, right? And ooh, look at that. Made a mess. See, I wasn't watching what I was doing, and it's live. So now we're gonna put the chicken in here for a second. Let that marinate, because I'm not paying attention. And put it to the side. All live, see? Take some nice little towels. See? This is what you say to live. Because when you record it, people don't get to see the actual mistakes. Me, I don't care. Listen, you're doing this for real, why not, right? So, just clean it up a little bit. I know, right? I did a boo-boo. But it's live, so you can see how real this is. It's not fake. There's no fakeness in this. None whatsoever. You see how real it is. But mind you, it's only messy only for the fact that I'm talking to you guys and I'm describing what I'm doing. But you can actually do these things on your own time without all these distractions. So, good thing we were not in a big kitchen, right? Alright. There we go, peoples. Alright, we're all cleaned up now. See, who doesn't do a mess when they're cooking, right? Because that's a lot. Someone always makes a mess. Even if it's not our own or us, someone makes a mess. Now, let's put the other two. Get our nice little fork over here. Put the water off. And remember, to make as much holes as you can, just for the marinade to take into the chicken. Just want a bit of olive. Alright, bye. Good. Alright, let's put that one in there too. Let it seep in. Alright. And do the same thing for the last piece. Now, we're going to set this aside for a few minutes. So in this way we can work on our mashed potatoes, which actually take almost no time, no effort to make. So there we go. I'll show you guys in a second. Just clean up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know, Titi. You're always cooking. No, never a day off. Yeah, we never get a day off. We know that. We always have to cook for somebody, even if it's for ourselves. Never a day off. Alright. That's dry. I know, right? A chicken stabbing? No bueno. Somebody do cold cups. Now, we're not going to preheat this as of yet. Ooh. Hold on one second. I missed this spot. Yeah, I'm still cleaning up, right? There we go. Alright. Gotta make sure we're really fully clean. We don't want to cause no type of accidents or anything. Especially at work. Last place to cause an accident. Alright. Now we are officially cleaned up here. Okay, so I use both different sizes, both sides of the cutting board. One is designated for meats, one is designated for vegetables. I clearly have the marker on my actual board, and this way I know which one I'm working with. Close is on. Yes, never day off. That is true. That is true, Titi. Let's see. Ooh, yay! Peoples. Alright. Now, let me just show you real quick. That is what's going on with the chicken right now. It is sitting there being marinated. If you want, just push it in a little bit. Let all the marinade seep in through. And we'll set that aside for a few minutes. Maybe like 5. As we prepare our mashed potatoes. Now, yes, you can create and make mashed potatoes at work. It takes a little bit of planning. Nah, I'm just kidding. Never mind. All you need actually is basically a mug. Big coffee mug. Coffee mug. Now, how you do this is very interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all, let's put our lemon away. Only thing we don't need it no more. Are we done with it? What a custom! Alright. Put that away. So, what we need now is our potatoes. So, I like using the small little red potatoes because they're the most easiest ones to actually cook fast in a microwave. So, we're only going to need 2 of these bad boys at the moment. Right, there we go. I don't know about you, but I like washing my potatoes before I peel them. Just to get all the sediments and dirts that are on it. So, here we go. What do you guys do with your potatoes? Alright. And that's it. Now, yes, you can, if you don't have a peeler, which actually we do, like I said, our job, or my job, has things that normally you would not find at a regular workplace. Only because we like making our own food and cooking our own food, that we actually provide it. And we go to Dollar Tree to get it. Yes, name dropping Dollar Tree. So, where's that peeler? Don't mind me while I look up. Someone used it. It was in the washer. Now, yes, we have a peeler. Oh no, you did it. You can use a knife. Like I said, you have to be careful as you're cutting. You are at work, and see, if you're already used to cutting vegetables, you can use a knife to cut, as you see, right? That's the old school. New school is basically using a peeler, right? So, only because peelers apparently cut much faster. Cut much faster than a regular knife. Especially if you're taking your time. You don't want to take your time. You're at work. You hungry. Just preparing food is making you more hungry. Again, you can make this ahead of time and just peel them. Now, yes, there are so many different types of microwaves that do cook up many different foods differently, depending on the power. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. That's not good. Can you hear me now? Depending on the power of the microwave. What? Can you not hear me? Uh-oh. Hello? Can you hear me now? Somebody say something. Alright. I'll just continue because I'm not sure if you guys can hear me now. Depending on the power of your microwave, please set the potatoes in for 2 minutes first. If after the 2 minutes, take a fork, stab it a little bit, see if it's soft enough. If it's not soft enough yet, put it in for another minute and a half. But just keep watching it to make sure you don't want to overdo it. Mind you, it is in water, so you should be okay. Alright, just put the thing here. What we're going to do is put our chicken over here, because we're going to prepare another 2 potatoes. Because I'm not the only one who's going to be eating. Yes, we will have a taste tester today. Now, mind you, always first, like I said, I like to rinse out my potatoes because I don't like the dirt on it. Alright. And then just, like normal, just peel your potatoes. Please do watch out that you don't cut yourself. Don't have an excuse just that you want to leave work because you were cutting a potato and I told you to cut a potato and then you blame me for it. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Like I said, you can prepare this at home if you wanted to. You don't have to wait for work to do it. I'm just here letting you know that you can do it. No one's telling you can't. Unless they actually do tell you you can't. So don't do it, please. I don't want to be responsible for it. So, alright. Cutting up potatoes. Yeah. What other foods can you make with potatoes? Does it man know? Besides the common French fries. Which, by the way, has anyone realized that for some reason we can't make the same potatoes we get from restaurants somehow? It always comes out as if we're tasting dirt. Not me. I'm just asking for a friend. Cool. All right. Good. So I'm just sitting here, and yes, I know the microwave stopped. Okay, I heard the microwave. So I keep saying that word. What is it? It's like one of those things you keep saying all the time and never stop. Okay, we're peeling potatoes and singing because we don't know what to do. Only because I have new music, sorry. Yes, there's no music in these segments. Only because, like I said, this is a live. And anything can happen during the live. As you saw, my mishap from before. And also, I am going to edit it later to put in, the ingredients that we're using. The time it takes to make all these things. And I'm going to put it on the air for TV. Through my job. So, please don't want that. Listen, I can't guarantee that. Or, actually, no. I'll guarantee I won't be the one doing the stabbing. How about that one? Yes? Yes, we can go with that one? Alright. So, let's just set this one to the side. Alright, put it right here. Can empty out our cutting board. Now, as before, please only make as much as you need or want for yourself. Because unless you're cooking for other people at your job, don't make too much. Don't make a mess like I did. And please be kind to everybody else around you. Especially if you're cooking, especially if you're cooking fish. Because certain foods do have a smell. Please be respectful for your neighbors. Alright. So now let's get this. Alright. So what we're gonna do, as you can see, right through there. Oh, I should pick you up. How about that? As you can see, there's a nice little foamy steam coming from the mug. Alright. What we're gonna do is get a fork and test to make sure that it is soft enough. See? The skin is still hard. So let's put it in front. What was the time that I said? 1.5 minutes. Alright. So like I said, every microwave at the job place will be a little bit different. So it depends on you and the microwave on how much time you need. But remember, always place it in first time around 2 minutes, the next time around 1.5, and just keep checking to make sure it's soft. And the only way you know it's soft enough is if your fork actually goes through it. If it's still a little bit rugged and hard, don't eat it yet. Especially because you're trying to make mashed potatoes. You want it as soft as you can, so when you take it out, you put it in a bowl and you can mash it. And yes, you don't have a masher at work, so please, remind you, we are using utensils and things around your workplace to make your lunch. So, I am keeping the knife here because I'm going to use it to cut up the potato. I have another 37 seconds. Right? And what I'm going to do is I am going to use, let's see if we can use a clear bowl. Actually, would you use a bowl? Now, yes, in certain places and workplace, you don't have bowls. Some places do, some work do. If you don't have one, you can clearly bring one with you to your job. Just remember, bring everything and anything you need to bring to your job if you want to prepare your lunch at work. Unless you're going out there and you're going to already know what you have at your workplace and you can make it, go ahead. So, we got this here. Just take out our potato. And like I said, all these things you can do. Well, oh, look at this. No. See that? See that little bubbler? See that bubbler? I'm just cleaning you off my shirt. So see, that right there indicates to me that it has seeped enough into the potato that the potato itself is breathing air, as you saw there. So, I'm sorry guys if I'm saying the word so many times. It's like one of my go-to things. Just empty out the water. Put the fork to hold in the potato. Alright. And as you can see, the color of the potato has changed. I think you can see it. Let's see. Right? It's a little bit more yellowish. That right there means softness. Alright, let's put it on our board. See, and you can tell the difference, and I'll show you right now. See? Between a cut up potato and a cooked potato. Cut up, cook, cut, cook, cut, cook, cut, alright. Let's put this in our mug. Take our dandy little knife and watch the efforts. Oh. Look right there, peoples. Look at that. Soft potatoes. Yep, soft potatoes. Which are going to become mashed potatoes. So, cut the potato in half twice, 4 ways. Put it back in your bowl. And repeat the process 2 more times. Now we're only cutting this up because I like working with cubed potatoes. Makes it easy. Do keep in mind this is soft and hot. I'm used to the heat, so if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just cut it up slowly, use a fork to hold it, and then put it in your bowl. So once it's in our bowl, comes the nice, beautiful portion. With our fork, see? Just push down on each cube, and it will go right through the fork. See? And we're making mashed potatoes. Now, yes, at the very moment in juncture, this looks dry. That's not good. Why is it dry? I thought we were making mashed potatoes. Aren't mashed potatoes supposed to be nice and moist? And yes, you are right. So what I like to do, and you have this at your work, is what? What do you think can I add to these mashed potatoes to make them nice and moist? Olive oil? Yeah. Even water. So, let's add a little bit of water to our mashed potatoes. Oh, and we have a guest. It's Ruben Turner, everybody. Hey, welcome to the live.
People.
Yes, Ruben Turner will be our taste testers in a few minutes. So, what we're going to do is turn on our George Foreman grill. Put this and set this to the side. Because once our George Foreman grill has heated up and turns on, we will be placing those chickens right on there. So, let's continue with the mashed potatoes. Okay, so let's bring a little bit of water. Now, mind you, most people at their job do have a cooler, and they are provided with hot water, whether it's coming from their coffee or a cooler. You got hot water. There we go. Now, don't add too much. You just need a little bit to mix in. There we go. And as you can see, at the very bottom, see, it's already getting the consistency of mashed potatoes.
It looks good too.
It looks good. And it looks good, provided by Mr. Taste Tester, Ruben Turner.
I'll come right back there. I gotta check on my pick.
Yeah, no problem, man. Do your thing.
Check it out too.
Potatoes, man. So like I said, use the fork be with you, to actually make this mashed potatoes, see? As you see, the more liquid you do provide, the more softer this mashed potato becomes. Now I don't know about you. I know I like my potatoes soft and fluffy. So we'll add a little bit more. Now, like I said before, you can add olive oil to this to do the same effect. And as you can see the nice soft gooiness that this is creating. This is how you make mashed potatoes. Now I am gonna make a spin to these mashed potatoes. Yes, people, CK hack spin. Now, once you're done with the actual fork, we're gonna need a spoon. Oh, George Foreman grill is almost ready. Okay, so we're gonna use the spoon only because it'll give us a more better handle on our mashed potatoes. The fork was to smash it and mash it. The spoon is to form it, as you can see. Now we're gonna add a few different ingredients to this. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Not that much, just a little sprinkle, a little dash. Right? Now, like I said, certain individuals do like their what do I do with it? In this place, oh, it's right in front of me. Do like their mashed potatoes a little bit different. I'm adding a little bit of garlic, add a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna bring in a surprised ingredient. Oh no, surprise ingredient! Da, da, da. Bacon bits. Don't anybody hate the side where it has little tiny holes where you can just make whatever you want amount and put in there? But that don't happen, right? Right? So we put in some bacon bits, put in some of that, and of course, like I said before, oh, this is salt, and it was open, mind you. We're gonna put some black pepper. So our mashed potatoes consist of a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of bacon, some garlic, and some black pepper. Then just take all those and mash them together. Now, if you thought we were done with this nice fluffiness of mashed potatoes, you're mistaken. As you can see, oh my god, look at that. Look at that mashed potatoes, man. We're missing one key ingredient. It's my go-to ingredient. Oh, and our George Foreman grill is ready. Oh, did I take it out? Ah, I did. We have Chinese onions, or scallion onions, sorry. And I am going to cut up a few of these bad boys. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I never like using the first beginning stalks of this. Only because I don't. And we're gonna use a little bit of this, but we will wash it too. So, just watch your fingers. Make sure you make them kind of close to, not even quarter of an inch. That's good enough. Alright. We're gonna add scallion onions to our mashed potatoes. Now the reason why, if you haven't noticed, when you actually bite into this mashed potato of mine and you have scallion onions, who doesn't like scallion onions? It actually gives you a very interesting taste, as if you were eating wonton and damn, I forgot what the other one is. I can't remember right now. Babe would know. It's like basically eating. It tastes almost like wonton. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. It'll probably come back to me. But anyway, so we take our mashed potatoes and we add in a nice scallion onions right on top. Bam. So, take that and blend it into the nice mashed potatoes. Bam. Look at that. Mashed potatoes. Yes, the best ingredient. So there you go. This is Ruben's bowl. So now, mind you, like I said before, we had our chicken being marinated. Right? Let's move this over a little bit. Get our grease catcher. And let's see the sizzle. So I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer. And oh, there we go. Oh, no. We're gonna use our claws, our tongues, right? So hopefully the marinade has taken over this. Look at that. Right? And we're gonna put it, sear it right there. Then close it up. Alright. And set this on the side. I'll be batch number 2. So, if you're tuning in, we're basically making a lemon grilled chicken on our grill and mashed potatoes, which you see is right there. Look at that. Mashed potatoes done at work. Now, the process of cutting up the potatoes take no longer than a few minutes. As you saw before, we're going to do it again. Just cut up the potatoes. Make sure you have a mug. And just put enough water for it to literally cover the potato. Don't put too much. Now, as you saw before, we put it in for 2 minutes and then a minute and a half. So let's combine the two and put 3.5. The main point of it is that we don't want it to actually make the water boil over to the point that it actually makes a mess in the microwave. So don't do that. So always stick to the 2 minutes and then the 1 minute and a half. Right? Oh man, I wish you guys could smell this. This smells so good. So we're gonna put the actual chicken in our grill for at least 5 minutes each. So we're gonna see it after 5 minutes, because that's gonna take 3 minutes and a half to cook, to see how our chicken is doing. Right? And as we did before, the only ingredients you need to make the marinade for the grilled chicken is olive oil, garlic powder, or garlic. You can actually use garlic. Garlic does go a lot better than garlic powder. We use a little bit of water. We use salt and pepper and a lemon. That's basically all you need to make a lemon chicken. We're just grilling the chicken. Okay? Oh man, that smells so good, you don't understand. So, here's our another bowl that we have that we're going to use for the second mashed potatoes. So who's still on? Is anybody still on with us? Oh, we got 3 people watching. Hello, viewers. Hello. Please comment below and let me know who's on. So as you can see, oh man, I wish you guys were here to smell this. This smells first. Smells really delicious. One's gonna slip out here and there. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell this. And like I always say, I like to put a little bit more pressure on my grill. Find a big mug. Sometimes people do have them at their workplace. And all you gotta do is stick in the potatoes in the mug and put enough water to overlap the potato. You don't want to put too much.
It's got to cover the potato.
Yes. Now the reason for that is that while it's in the actual microwave, it's gonna boil as if you normally would in an actual hot pot.
Yeah, like you do on the stove.
Yes.
You boil on the stove.
There you go.
Gotcha.
So then drain out the water. Okay. And as you can see, the consistency of the potato now went from white to a little bit of yellow, which is good. That means it cooked.
That means it's done.
So before we continue with the
means
potatoes, yes, let's get a plate. Because our chicken has been cooking for a little while, and it's asking us to please save it.
Oh, that looks excellent.
Look at that.
That looks excellent, buddy.
Look at that.
Like a restaurant in
Look
here.
at that grilled
Like
chicken
a
right
restaurant
there.
at work.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
All right.
It's crazy right there.
Take that off. All right. And we'll put this to the side for a second. Let's put the second one. Now, what we did here, and we'll get back to the potatoes in a second. What we did here is that we made a marinade for our lemon chicken. So basically, the marinade has olive oil.
Lemon chicken. It's not just regular chicken.
No.
Okay.
So it basically has olive oil, a little bit of water, some interesting ingredients. Now, Matthew, I tailored that one to you specifically,
Okay.
only because I don't know what you really like in your stuff, but I put a few things.
Okay.
Right? So I'm gonna put I'm gonna put some bacon bits in this.
What's that called?
This is bacon bits.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right? I like mine's a little bit spicy, so I'm gonna put some curry powder.
Curry powder.
Okay. Because actually adding curry powder to this will make it taste like a mimosa.
Okay.
Right? You ever had a mimosa?
Nope.
Alright. Alright. And I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. Right. Now we're gonna switch from the fork to the spoon. Because we only needed the spoon, or actually we only needed the fork to actually mash the potatoes. With the spoon, it actually gives it a little bit more control.
Mix it in.
There we go.
Voila.
And as you can see, it starts getting soft. Just like everybody. Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back. Oh, messages. It's like yes, we do. Alright, so as you can see, we added in this one a little bit of olive oil, the bacon bits.
Okay.
Now it's recording. So this is the other half that you guys didn't get to see, which I will be adding into the video later. Is our testing. So there you go. This is him trying this for the first time for me. Oh. As you see, he likes it, and it's thumbs up.
People, this thing is excellent.
Oh god.
I told you before, it tastes like a restaurant.
Yeah, this is good.
That's gonna be the ice.
Yes, it is. Now, we spent a few minutes already. Just take out our chicken. How you like it?
Antonio! This is good. I ain't make first. Who's doing the alcohol, boy?
You're welcome.
Man.
Look at that. Look at that chicken. Ridiculous.
You have an indoor barbecue at work.
Indoor barbecue.
That's what it looked like. That chicken looked like it's on the barbecue.
There we go. We'll just turn off our grill for the moment, so this way we don't get burned. And that's it. Oh wait, actually we still need you to try the chicken. So let's just put some marinade on this one. And he will let you know how that tastes.
Chicken try. Chicken try.
Now that was our lemon garlic chicken. There you go. So it's a good and a go. All right. So you guys been watching basically lunch break at lunch. Just keep in mind, please practice safety when you're cooking. Don't cause a fire at your workplace. And if you need to, prepare most of the stuff that you need for your job. and bring it there and then cook it. Because like and everybody does, they only get half hour to an hour for their lunch. So don't waste your time. Make it right, okay? And as always, please, please practice one thing. Don't settle for the rest and make it your best. Goodbye, everybody.